Tell me about it.
Well, it was great. You know, it was 108 years to get to that World Series win. And it was just a matter of pride, not just for the city of Chicago, but the entire state and for the nation. Because of WGN, which is a superstation in the United States, there are Cub fans all over the United States. So it was a proud moment for all of us. Not that there's anything wrong with the big new stadiums, but you actually feel like you're down on the field. It actually takes you back in time when you go to Wrigley Field. We're actually following along with the theme that Brand USA is using with pop culture. So we have our new guide that just came out, and we're telling people about music and movies and sports and celebrities, kind of all the pop culture stuff and what they're going to find if they travel into the Great Lakes region to one of our states. People come into the region for nothing more than just music. They'll do jazz in Chicago. They'll go up to Minnesota and see Prince. Paisley Park just opened, which was the studio and the home of Prince. You can tour that now. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is in Cleveland. They just announced their new inductees last week, as well as one of the big things that we just found out about. The Motown Museum in Detroit just announced a $50 million renovation that's going to be happening over the next 3 years. People know the Great Lakes. I mean, it's 1/5 of all the fresh water in the world. So they do know that, and so it at least gives them a sense of where we're located in the United States. We're not the East Coast, we're not the West Coast, we're the third coast, we like to say. So it's more about the way that people travel. If they come into one of the gateway cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Detroit, Chicago, they stay 2 or 3 or 4 days, and they rent a car, and then they drive for 14, 15, 16 days. Let's keep them in one of our 5 states to keep that economic impact there. And they get a little bit of everything that they're going to find in the United States if they just travel in our region.